Jaxon's an amazing athlete, and I think he's proven that at his time at Ohio State.
I just had a chip on my shoulder, that I'm the best.
You watch the film and you can see that, watch his highlight tape and you can see that. But the work ethic that he's brought this entire time here, the focus that he's had, especially coming off of an injury, has been huge.
My name is Jaxon Smith-Njigba, wide receiver, and I am a professional football player. How I got into football, I was playing football ever since, I could walk. My dad, he was the first generation, to be born here in America, and he played football. He played middle linebacker. Had me and my brother young, for that reason. My brother grew up in the sports. He was the first one, played baseball, basketball, football, and was a quarterback growing up. So when I was little, when I was 3 years old and was able to walk and do all that stuff, I would run out there and just play. Like, football was just always in my life. I love sports, I love baseball, I love basketball, and it's always been there for me.
My name is Nick Hill. I'm a performance specialist here at Exos, Arizona. Today's just touching the bench. So again, we built the strength over the last 8 weeks, so they just need to keep touching that weight, 225. We're just doing a little bit of volume with it, keep the stimulus on him for pro day.
I love working with Nick. He's a young, energetic guy. Understands the technical things that football players need to do to, run fast and be athletic and take care of their bodies.
So what I'm looking for is bar speed with that to make sure the bar is still moving pretty fast. Essentially the first half of their set and then the second half of their set and see what they're hitting.
Today we had a little speed session in the morning, worked on a little 40 start, and then we hit a little change of directions.
I'll get you back to your show in like 10 seconds. I just want to let you know that we have another show called Press that I think that you'll love. Here's a quick clip.
Oh, yeah.
What are boogers made of?
What are boogers made of?
Yes.
I think it's like dried up snot, right?
Make sure you're subscribed to Whistle on YouTube so you know when it drops.
A little competition warm-up, the warm-up that they'll do at Pro Day or that they did in Indy, some start work for their 40, and then just touching up the drills, pro agility and 3-cone. Straight leg shuffle, straight leg bound, turn over and run. Good start, good rep. He's fast now. I mean, he looks great, top end speed, so I think even though they have him tagged as like a slot guy, route runner, he'll be able to create separation on the outside as well. I think he'll surprise some people with some of his top end work.
I feel like I was ready. I was built for competition. I was built for big games, and Texas definitely helped me develop that. I was fortunate enough to play on a good team, and we went far in the playoffs, and once you're that far, the whole state knows. It was a blessing to grow up and compete in Texas. In the cone drills, I was dialed into, my change of direction, just trying to get out my breaks and have, just straight powerful steps. Modeling my game after, I definitely think I'm me, I'm Jaxon, I'm one of one, but I definitely watch a lot of film. Devontae Adams and, how he can separate at the line. His speed work is number one, like Jamar Chase, how skinny he gets and just runs through guys. Doesn't give, cornerbacks a cutoff angle, which is very key. Stephon Diggs is another one. His over-exaggeration on his routes, turning his shoulders, turning his eyes, stemming up the DB and creating space for himself. And Cooper Kupp, just, how he takes advantage of the defense, finding the zone. Those are the key things I take away from those 4 guys. Something I never take for granted is just putting that Buckeye helmet on and just being on the field. And, I had opportunities to play as a freshman, which a lot of kids don't get to do. So that was very special to me, being on the field, the 2021 season. Just, the team that we had, the brotherhood that we had, the 100,000 every weekend. My first touchdown, it was a blur, honestly. We had Nebraska during COVID year. I just remember getting smacked a couple plays before, coach wanted to take me out, but I was like, nah, just keep me in. And then later that drive, Justin rolls to the right, makes a great throw. I'm on the backside running, make a crazy toe-touch grab touchdown. So, as a freshman, it was electric. Even though there was barely any people in the stands, I felt like there was already 100,000.
May have gotten that foot in. Goodness.
Playing with Justin Fields and C.J. Stroud definitely made, my life easier. I tried to make their life easier, but, it was a good relationship. Coming in, just having Justin as your quarterback and, a leader, a person who's been there, done that, been on the biggest stage and was a great leader, a hard worker. And I think C.J., took everything he could from Justin and ran with it. He definitely got his own style. The biggest lesson I learned just coming off of this last season is you can want something, but if God doesn't have that plan for you, then he doesn't have that plan for you. And, I don't know if God would be doing me a favor, giving me another 1,600-yard season, 10-plus TDs. So, I just take what's given to me and just try to run with it and, just serve him and try to, be the best he can be. My grandfather and grandmother from Sierra Leone. My grandfather came here in the late 70s, early 80s, went to Michigan State, got adopted by a family named Smith, so that's where the Smith-Njigba came from. For me and my brother to have that name on our back, and, it means everything, representing our family. I mean, a lot of people don't know a lot of Njigbas, just running around here, so I always have something to prove, especially not playing this last season, me feeling and knowing that I'm the best here. And I just wanted to showcase that. I felt like I did good, definitely could have done a lot better, but I'm just happy, the pro day's coming up and I can show them even more, what I got. I got a lot more in the tank, to show them. So I'm happy. I'm excited for pro day, for real. But, approaching, and, they came to see me and I'm here to put on a show.
What's up? What's up? Oh, you know what's up. Everything been up. Know you see the numbers. Yeah.